Discipline has been sold to us like a promise. Work hard, stay consistent, keep showing up, and somehow life will cooperate. But that was never the deal. We expect the road to stay clear because we've been walking it every day. And when the bridge suddenly disappears, it feels like discipline has failed us. You did everything right. You woke up early. You studied. You trained. You stayed committed. So why does it still feel like life keeps saying no? Then reality reminds you of something uncomfortable. An injury, a rejection, a door closing for reasons that have nothing to do with your effort. And that's where most people quietly give up. Not because they lacked discipline, but because discipline was supposed to protect them from disappointment. We confuse discipline with control. We think discipline should control outcomes, but outcomes were never ours to command. Here's the first shift that changes everything. Discipline was never designed to control the road. It was designed to control the traveler. The outside world has millions of moving parts. Markets change, people leave, bodies get injured, opportunities disappear. But there's one variable that can still become stronger every single day: your response, your resolve, your willingness to keep moving when life refuses to cooperate. And that's why discipline becomes a force, not because it guarantees success, but because it guarantees that you remain the kind of person who cannot be permanently stopped. Here's what the 1% understands. The obstacle was never the test. The obstacle is simply information. It tells you something changed, that's all. It doesn't tell you to quit. It doesn't tell you you're not meant for this. Most people spend their energy asking why the wall appeared. Winners spend their energy asking where the opening is. In every difficult moment, your mind offers you two stories. I guess it's over. Or, that was just a variable. I'll find another way. That single decision changes everything, because excuses make you feel temporarily safe, but they quietly steal your future. Discipline isn't refusing to acknowledge the obstacle. Discipline is acknowledging it, then moving anyway. The destination hasn't changed, only the route has, and people who truly succeed never confuse the two. Storms don't cancel the journey. They only ask one question: will you keep walking while it's uncomfortable? Sometimes progress doesn't look like speed. Sometimes progress looks like stopping just long enough to repair what broke, then continuing. This is where discipline stops feeling like a daily habit and starts becoming your identity. You're no longer chasing perfect conditions. You're becoming someone who always finds a way. So stop measuring discipline by whether life becomes easier. That was never the purpose. The purpose was to become someone who keeps moving even when it doesn't. Every step you take while conditions are imperfect is building something far more valuable than results. It's building identity. And once your identity changes, obstacles stop looking like endings. They start looking like puzzles waiting to be solved. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? Instead, you ask, what's the next move? That question alone changes the trajectory of your life. Because disciplined people don't wait for bridges to appear. When necessary, they build them. Remember the person who stood frozen at the beginning of this journey, waiting for life to cooperate, waiting for certainty, waiting for permission. That version of you wasn't weak. They were simply waiting for the world to change first. The new version understands something deeper. The road never became easier. The bridge never repaired itself. Reality didn't suddenly start playing fair. You simply stopped depending on it. That's when discipline stops being something you do and becomes something you are. A quiet force that no setback, rejection, delay, or uncertainty can permanently break. So if this message found you today, stop negotiating with obstacles. They are only variables, not verdicts. Keep moving, keep adapting, keep becoming, because the outcome belongs to the person who refuses to stop long after everyone else has. If you're committed to doing that invisible work, subscribe to Quiet Alignment. This is where we build the kind of mind that no circumstance can govern.